The incident we'll talk about in today's video is based on a real-life event. She left a party with a friend. No one knew who he was, and that chilling mystery has haunted the entire Westbridge University campus for over 2 years, baffling detectives, cyber forensic experts, and psychologists alike. Because 21-year-old Naomi Fletcher wasn't the type of girl to disappear without a trace. And yet she did, in the most inexplicable way, under the most ordinary circumstances. On a night that began like any other, with music, friends, and laughter. It was September 23, 2022, a Friday night, and Naomi had just submitted her midterm draft before heading out with her roommate, Kayla, to a party hosted by the university's debate society at a rented 2-story house just off campus, known for its packed rooms and buzzing social energy. Naomi, a journalism student known for her tenacity, social confidence, and keen investigative mind, had a habit of recording everything around her: photos, notes, observations, audio snippets for her future podcast. Her phone, which was later recovered, contained over 600 videos and images from the hours leading up to the event, documenting the crowd, the lights, and even moments with friends laughing in the kitchen. At 12:47 a.m., she posted an Instagram story showing her in the living room, swaying to music, drink in hand, laughing with someone just outside the frame. That person, as later determined by metadata, was the same unidentified man she would leave with. He appears again in several other stories and group photos, always slightly off to the side, always wearing the same brown hoodie and black jeans. A ball cap pulled low, but his face never fully captured, always just turned, blocked, or somehow blurred, even in high-definition shots. At 1:36 a.m., Naomi is seen on a video taken by another partygoer standing with a man on the front porch. The video lasts 22 seconds. She's smiling, brushing her hair behind her ear. He's standing still, too still, hands in pockets. Then they walk off-screen. That was the last time Naomi Fletcher was seen in the real world. When she didn't return home by morning, her roommates assumed she had stayed the night at a friend's or possibly gone to a diner like she often did after parties, but by 10:14 a.m., Naomi's phone had stopped ringing and gone straight to voicemail. Concerned, Kayla called the university police, and within an hour, a full-scale missing person investigation was underway. Naomi's digital footprint abruptly ended at 1:53 a.m., when her phone's GPS signal pinged near a wooded stretch of Old Hawthorne Road, 5 miles from the party, an area with no sidewalk, no street lamps, and no reason for her to be there. Her phone's final signal, which police recovered via a forensic download, showed it moving rapidly, unnaturally so, accelerating and then halting in less than 30 seconds before losing all contact. Officers found no vehicle tracks, no dropped belongings, only a silver hoop earring lodged in a rusted chain-link fence near the tree line. The most haunting clue was a partially preserved voicemail that Naomi had tried to send at 1:52 a.m. to an unsaved number, containing nothing but 5 seconds of rapid breathing, followed by a soft male voice whispering, "You were never supposed to see me," and then static. Several witnesses at the party initially said they remembered Naomi leaving with a guy she seemed to know. But when shown photos of every male attendee, not one could identify him. Strangely, those who interacted with the man all gave different descriptions. Some said he had brown eyes. Others swore they were gray or green. His height ranged from a little taller than Naomi to at least 6'3", and his voice was described both as deep and barely audible, like wind through leaves. Surveillance footage from the house across the street showed Naomi walking away alone, despite at least 4 people confirming she left with someone. And when tech analysts dissected the video frame by frame, they discovered subtle light distortions, trailing behind her, suggesting someone may have been walking beside her, yet invisible to the camera lens. One of the most chilling pieces of evidence came from a student named Clara, who had taken a selfie with Naomi at the party around midnight. In the reflection behind them, the mysterious man's face is visible in a glass cabinet, his features sharp, his mouth slightly open, as if mid-whisper, even though he wasn't anywhere in the room when the photo was taken, or at least no one remembers seeing him. Investigators issued a sketch based on the composite descriptions, but it led nowhere. No one of that appearance was enrolled, employed, or even visiting the school, and DMV records, facial recognition searches, and door-to-door inquiries came back empty. Then the Reddit posts began. First, a thread by a student in Maine describing a friend's disappearance after leaving a club with a man in a brown hoodie. Then another from a girl in Colorado who said she dreamt of being led into a forest by a faceless figure whispering Naomi's name. These posts multiplied until moderators flagged the thread and most of the content was removed. Naomi's family kept pushing. Her sister Sarah received 2 anonymous letters, one with a grainy photo of Naomi's eyes looking terrified through the crack of what looked like a closet door, and the second with only a sentence typed in uppercase, "She knew too much." Both letters were postmarked with no return address, using stamps that hadn't been printed in over 10 years. A month after Naomi's disappearance, a USB drive was slid under her dorm door, containing only one file, a 10-second clip of Naomi, sitting in what looked like an abandoned room, staring silently at the camera while soft static played in the background. She did not blink once. Investigators traced the file's metadata to a server located in a warehouse in Pittsburgh, abandoned since 2009 with no active electricity. When they visited, they found no signs of entry, but one item remained in the center of the main room. A Polaroid photo of Naomi, smiling, with a handwritten date on the back 2 weeks in the future. It has now been over 2 years, and Naomi Fletcher has never been found. No suspects, no motives, no explanation. Just a single story, told by everyone who saw her that night, and all who reviewed the footage. She left with a man no one knew, and he has never appeared before or since. Yet every year, on the anniversary of her disappearance, her former roommate Kayla receives a video call at exactly 1:36 a.m. There is never anyone on the line, just a flickering camera feed of the same porch where Naomi was last seen. The night, frozen in time, and sometimes, for just a frame, the shadow of someone standing just out of view, waiting.